Hello guys, this is another video and today we are now in the Taudhha lake. We just got our tickets in this lake and now we are visiting it. We also bought some fish food so we could feed the fish and now we are starting to go through the lake. The lake is very big with an island in the middle of it. We are making a full circle around the lake. As you can see, this is a snake in the lake. It is it is it is also called serpent or sea snake, and it's in the lake now. It is a natural animal of the lake, and there are some photos of it in this lake, and it also eats fish. So now I'm going to feed the fish now, and as you can see, there are not that many fishes. However, the fishes will come when I feed them more of this fish food, which is a bit big than normal fish food that you feed in your aquarium. And you could see that there are not many fish in this area. There are some fish here, however not too much because this is not where all the fish are at. I think they're gonna come here. Yes, they are. So now we are going to move across the lake and see more fish around the lake. So we are still feeding the fish around here, and now we're going to the place where there are a lot of fish. So now we are in the area where the fish are hungry and we can feed them. And as you could see, there's so much fish in this area, so much more than the previous area. As you can see, the fish are fighting over the fish food, which is very fun to watch. And they instantly ate all the food that I gave to them, and they are still eating all the food. And you could see that there are a lot of fish in this area. They're addicted to this type of food and they like it. And most of the fish come near the shore just to get some food because they're probably familiarized in this area. And now we're going to feed more fish, and there is a lot of fish in this area still. So now there's a pile of fish food here, and the fishes are not really hungry here. I think they're gonna start popping up. Yes, they came, and now the fish are starting to eat their fish food. They eat very fast if there's like a swarm or group of fish, and they're still eating all the food that we gave them. These fish are very hungry, and I don't think they even become like full even if they ate like so much of this fish food, and they are still eating a lot of this fish food. However, there are also predators in this area where the fish gets eaten, so there's no overpopulation. The history of this lake is that this is the remnants of the Kathmandu Valley Lake, which got chopped up by Manjushri, which we are going to visit the place where he chopped the area and to release all the water, and this is the remaining pond left of that area of the lake, and there is still a quite large amount of water. This is more of a reservoir, like last video where we visited another lake in Singapore, and we're still feeding all this fish, even though they're not probably not hungry at this point. This fish food is probably filled with stuff that make them addicted. So there was like the history in this lake where like a bunch of animals lived here, and the owner of this lake, or the king animal of this lake, like the mythological creatures like half human mermaids or other mythological creatures that live in the sea, got mad, and then now there's like a shrine under this lake apparently. So now we are still in the lake. We're capturing a sort of the full lake, and you could see the island over there. It doesn't look like an island, it looks like it's connected to the lake. However, it is an island. We thought that it was connected to the mainland, but it wasn't. As you can see from this angle, it's not connected. There is no bridge, boat, or anything connecting to the middle island. I thought we will go there and capture some beautiful shots of camera, but the island, but you're separated. No bridge, and no bridge, no boat, nothing to go through that area. And you could see a beautiful view of the mountains from the lake. So now we're going to the gardening resort of this lake. However, there is like a lot of flowers here, and most of the area was closed in this area. I don't know why it was closed. However, it was closed. However, we could capture some footage, as you could see here. And there weren't that much flowers because spring is just starting, and but there's still a lot of flowers in this area. As you can see, there's a lot of these flowers. I think there's like a restaurant around here. However, we didn't just go to it because most of the area was closed, as I said previously. And now we are going to the Chobar Gorge. So now we're at the Chobar Gorge, and this is the sign of the Chobar Gorge. And now we are going to approach the top of the hill, but first we have to see the bridge of the hill before we go to the top. And the bridge is going to come after we climb up this part of the hill. So now we're going to climb the hill itself, and it is really big, so it's surprising to me that Manjushri even caught this place at all. And yeah, this is the place where Manjushri caught the valley and released all the water from it, because this place used to be a lake. And then when he caught this part of the hill, the water start rushed out of the hill, and then it became dry. And there's still some of the ancient water from that cot. As you could see here, there's still water flowing from that. And now we're in the bridge right now, previously, and we are still on the bridge right now. It's very dangerous because it is only hanged by ropes. So now we are in the area with these peculiar looking rocks. I don't know if these were specific or natural rocks. However, these look like a great rest for Manjushri while cutting this valley. So now we are still climbing up. We are probably in the top, yeah. And now we're looking at the whole Chobar Gorge right now. There are also some caves under here, and you could see there's a danger sign because if we go down there, we could probably fall. And this place is also called the Chobar Caves because there are a bunch of caves on underground, like a network of caves. So now we are going down the hill because we saw enough of this hill, and we're going to go soon. So now we are still at the hill, still looking at all the tree and fauna of this area, and you could still see that we are still at the area. So now we are at the main bridge. That's just the separate bridge. This is the main bridge road, and it offers a clearer view of the Chobar Gorge, and it is very big, as you could see from here. And like what I said, the rocks are like a canyon. So now we have to go now because the video is ending. Like and subscribe, and see you next time in the next video.